Hi, welcome back. Ah, amazing. Amazing. So, um, I'm just gonna check who we've got here. So I'm Melanie, um, and I'm here with the audience at this stunning 20th century old picture house in Sheffield, where we've just seen your film. So can I just ask, one of you is the director, Irina Stetsenko?
This is Arena. Hello.
Oh, hi. And
Hi.
Alexandra Kravchenko, the producer?
Yeah, that's me. Hi, everyone.
Uh, and then we've got two members of the band. Could you maybe introduce yourselves?
Hello. I'm Gana Nikitina. Hi, anybody.
Sorry, is that Natalka?
Hello, I'm Natalka.
Hi. Hi. So, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
And also with us are Mikola, our editor. Here he is.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to start with a couple of questions. And then if we've got questions in the audience, if you would like to go to slido.com, I can see one of you already has, brilliant. So if you go to slido.com and then, is the number up there? Yeah, 294839. Then the questions come through to here and I can relay them for you. So I just want to ask first, I want to start by asking how the project came about. So for Irina, how was it that you met the Dak daughters and where did the collaboration begin?
Мій чоловік, оператор постановча цього фільму, був знайомий з дівчатами дуже давно працював, багато знімав для цього театру. І, звісно, спочатку дівчата стали вже потрошку моїми друзями, а потім так сталося, що я почала працювати з ними як саунд-продюсер. І, власне, так з часом ми почали знімати.
I will be translating. Irena says that her husband, who is also the director of photography of this film, he used to be friends with the girls from Duck Daughters long before Irena came to know them. And then when they started the Duck Daughters, they invited her to be their sound producer. That's how she started to collaborate with them in this capacity. And then a little, a little of this, a little of that, and the filming began, and that's how it all started.
So from the band's point of view, so you got to know Irina first as the sound producer for your shows, and how did it feel to you when it was proposed, this idea of filming you while she follows your productions?
I would like to tell about it. I think that Irina is, how to say, wonderful fairy nanny of our beginning, something like that, because it's a woman who made not only film about us, and she was a director of our first CD disc. We was not sure how we need to record us, because it was very difficult technology how to do it, and she was first who proposed and took this responsibility on her to make this disc came true.
Son produced first album.
Yes, yes. And after that, the film, it was just the next step of our relations, something like that.
Ні, це був дядько.
We've got a question from the audience already asking how hard, and I guess this is maybe a question for Irina and for you, Alexandra. How hard was it deciding what to cut and what to keep from all the hours of filming? Because it seems like you filmed over a number of years. That's got to be a lot of footage.
Наскільки складно було вирішити, що залишити на монтажі, а що не залишити?
Складно було 2 роки. Ми над цим питанням страждали. Ну, насправді, те, що відповідало історії, те, що відповідало музиці, все те, що з чого можна було скласти повноцінний перформанс, і зайшло в фільм. А те, що не працювало, як казав мій майстер Сергій Буковський, що хороший режисер той, що викидає хороший матеріал, а поганий той, що хороший матеріал залишає за будь-яких обставин в фільмі.
So it was a really hard process. The editing took 2 years. Hired Mikola over there, who was together with Irina, spent many days in the editing room, and Irina says that it was, of course, a difficult thing to do, but they followed the music basically. Everything that fits the performance, the feeling of performance of the characters. This became, the reason to keep inside the film. And as Irina's mentor Serhiy Bukhovsky is another Ukrainian documentarist says, the good director is the one who keeps good stuff in the film, not the one who. No, the good director is the one who gets who cuts good stuff. And the bad director is the one who want to keep on all the good stuff. So.
Thank you. We've got another question from the audience, and I wonder if this is maybe for the band members. I loved the film, thank you, they said. I'm wondering, with all the political passion and energy, if there is ever conflict of ideas between the band members.
Політичні конфлікти в ідеях політичних між учасницями групи. Чи є у вас таке?
No.
Ні, немає конфліктів.
They don't have conflicts of ideas.
Political conflicts.
Especially political conflicts. There are none.
Только женские.
Only female conflicts sometimes.
I wonder if you could talk a bit more about the kind of timeline for the film in relation to what's happening, in relation to what we can see is happening in Ukraine. So I'm thinking around the scenes of the Maidan uprising. If you could just help us kind of fill in the blanks of like the timeline of when you started filming and you finished filming, and over that period, just tell us a little bit more about what was happening in Ukraine in terms of the conflict.
Що сталося в Україні від часу, коли починали знімати кіно і до зараз, так? Про це питання?
Як це співпадало з фільмом, як було пов'язано з подіями фільму?
На жаль, це ще досі актуально. В Україні війна, яку нав'язала нам Росія, яка анексувала частину України станом на зараз, досі.
Unfortunately, the conflict is still ongoing. We are in war with Russia. Russia initiated the war and annexed part of Ukraine, and it's still going on in the east of Ukraine. There are, war action.
Звичайно, ми змінилися за цей час,
We
від
are, of
початку
course,
створення фільму.
all this has changed us, of course. That's what you can see partly in the film, how we have been changing with the fall of these events as well.
І наше громадянське суспільство зараз формується в умовах війни, і це дуже непросто.
And we are now in a situation of civil society in the making, in the situation of war, and this doesn't make it easier, of course.
Тому що на Майдані було зрозуміло, стало зрозуміло, ну принаймні нам і багатьом нашим громадянам українським.
Що зрозуміло?
Стало зрозуміло, що свобода – це відповідальність, а не вседозволеність.
And during the Maidan revolution on this square, for us, at least for us, and for many of our fellow citizens, it became clear that freedom is a responsibility, but not, um, freedom is a responsibility, not just something that allows you to do anything you want.
І це досить довгий шлях, коли ти вибрав свободу. Я маю на увазі незалежність України, яку постійно треба відстоювати.
And this is a long way to go along the way of freedom. I mean, the freedom of country, of independent Ukraine, which has to be worked on all the time.
Тому що це не просто романтичний порив, з якого починався Майдан.
Because it's not only this romantic revolution passion which Maidan has started with.
А це щоденна робота над собою і своєю державою, як би це пафосно не звучало.
Now we realize that this is just an everyday job, everyday work on every one of ourselves and on our government, our state, even if it sounds really loud. Seems like a big words, but it's what it is.
Звичайно, ми дуже щасливі, що так склалось, що завдяки Майдану світ більше почув про нас як про окрему країну, а не як частину імперії радянської.
We are, of course, happy that thanks to Maidan Revolution, a world became to know Ukraine as an independent country, not just a part of a post-Soviet empire.
Але для нас важливо не тільки стверджувати це, а й показувати, що в нас є мистецтво в Україні, яким ми ділимось.
But for us, also important not only to show ourselves as independent country, but to share the art and the cultures that we have, Ukrainian art and culture.
Тому ми раді, що ви нас бачите.
That's why we're happy that you can see us and that you watch the film.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think the way that the film kind of weaves in, the narrative about, about the band and really puts to the forefront the performances, whilst also bringing in, like bringing in the scenes of like the protests on the streets. I think it's a really kind of skilled balance that you found. I've got another couple of questions. Well, first of all, I'm just going to read out a comment from the audience who says, "Thank you so much for this film. I studied applied theatre. I just want to say this is quite honestly so beautiful and so powerful."
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we've got somebody else in the audience is saying, such an inspiring film and incredible to learn of DAC theatre. And the question is, how do you think Putin can be taken down? And another question is, and when will you come to the UK?
Oh, we're glad to came to UK. Invite us a lot.
Putin is down and COVID is off, we're just there with you. Дівчата, був
I take
питання,
my valise.
як можна Путіна побороти? Що делать?
Нікого не можна побороти, можна тільки собою займатися.
Anya tells that you shouldn't think about taking somebody's down. You should think about
Taking you up.
yourself up.
Taking everybody else
Because
up.
if you will work on yourself in every way you can, that's how world becomes better.
True. Yes, and I guess tell us about how the band are doing at the moment. No doubt affected by the pandemic, but yeah, any kind of upcoming plans to travel? Is there a new show coming up, or what's next for the band or for the Duck Daughters?
We have all the time some concerts in Ukraine. Now we're more in our country than anywhere else. Also, we were happy to be resident of one French residence. That was not so long time ago. It was one of regissers that we have a project already, Lucy Berilovich, and she's a French regisseur. We have a performance with her that called Antigona. And now it was like just laboratory where we try to find some new material that we start to work about. And it was like a present, to go in France after a long quarantine.
Maybe it will be a text of Pirandello, last text of
Last
Pirandello.
text.
Дівчат, але є якісь, може, плани на концерти десь в Європі?
На концерти,
Поки що чи є?
concert in Europe.
Maybe Riga in the end of the summer. Maybe.
Maybe, but we don't know still.
So yeah, for now mostly Ukraine, but we'll wait. They wait for pandemic to.
Maybe Paris in December.
Oh, great! Sounds nice.
With our new project Make Up.
Oh yeah.
And for the film, so obviously it's the film to start its life in Ukraine. This is your international premiere. I don't know if it's too soon to say yet where the film will go next, but we do have somebody asking, so I'm not sure. Is it too soon to say where the film will go next, or if there's anything that you can tell us yet about?
No, not yet. We can't tell anything yet, but I do hope that there will be news very, very soon. Please find our page on Facebook and Instagram, Rosa's Film-Cabaret. Follow our news. We will, of course, and we hope that we will get distribution as well in Europe after the festival strand is over. So we'll do our best to bring the film to the widest audience we can.
Yeah, I hope so too. So yeah, if you didn't catch that, the Rose's Film-Cabaret is on Facebook, and they've got a website too, I think, to follow the news.
Instagram.
And Instagram. Okay, I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there. But yeah, Irina, Alexandra, Natalka, Salomia, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing your film with us. Congratulations on your international premiere. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your questions and for supporting the festival this evening. I should say that in half an hour we have another screening here as part of the arts programme, which I believe has been projected on 35mm, which is going to be beautiful, called Earth, Earth, Earth. It's free. And I would also highly recommend you check out what's left of the Rhyme and Rhythm programme. You saw the teaser earlier. So yes, we're on until the end of the day on Sunday here at Aberdale Picture House, also Showroom Cinema. I'd encourage you to dive into the rest of the programme. Just a reminder that Rose's Film-Cabaret is up for the Audience Award, which we'll announce tomorrow night. So to rate your favourite films of the festival, if you just go to chefdocfest.com/vote, then you can participate and we'll find out which film has won tomorrow evening. That just leaves me just to say thank you so much for coming. Thank you to CADS Trust that run this beautiful building. It's just an absolute pleasure to be here. That's all from me. Have a good evening. Thank you so much.